Wow. This is gonna be amazing. Alright, everyone. Oh boy. Drop yourself down. Alright, we're what's that last night? Like 5-10, I think. On episodes, let's. Okay, so we were on WolfsAngel. This is 604. This is the episode the clubhouse gets blown up. What episode does the clubhouse get blown up in Sons of Anarchy? Okay, so this is just a one where he regrets messing with the Irish and Galen kills his lieutenants and stuff. Okay, so this one definitely is a good. I'm gonna put it right next to Giving Back. I feel like it was a good episode. Kind of mediocre, honestly, but season 6, most of it was really good, honestly. Season 6, Episode 5, I consider this to be a legend episode just because... Actually, no, I consider this Black Rose here just because, like... It was such a good episode. And going down and just looking at the... It's like almost a 9 rating. I truly believe it's the other one where they're attacked, but... I think I'm gonna put that one in the legend, episode. Okay. Salvage, Expediency must confront their past and their future. So this is actually also another like Black Rose tier episode because of the shit that happened in this episode. Season 6 is infamous for having a couple of these. And Salvage is one of them. Not only the whole cop scene with Juice and everything, but Season 6 infamous for having some Black Rose tier episodes, definitely. Season 6, Episode 7. Decent. I don't remember this being an exceptional episode. Let's see. Most of it was Wayne and... Okay, so they do get the new clubhouse, but most of it was Wayne and Venus and... Tara, and it was a really mediocre episode, honestly. If I have to rank it in front of anything in particular, it might be like next to Ablation, like it might be the second best of the whole decent category, right? Matter of fact, Stolen Huffy, that's another one that I don't really like. But we'll get into that later. Pressure mounts on jacks as sends a quote for them move them in different directions. 7.8. This one is honestly not going to be high rated unless I see that there's like a huge 608 moment and something big happens on this episode. Going with Tara. Jack's talking, Tara's going to prison. Where does Los Fantasmos stand? Honestly, I might put it in the trash can. Because it's a 7.8, and it's one of the worst rated episodes in the entire series, if not the worst. And that's kind of embarrassing to me as a person to have to look over and see, oh my god, this episode is awful. Okay, but yeah, of course the show did get worse at this time anyway, so that was definitely one of like the top bad episodes. This one, Jax learns new secrets that turn his world sideways. What does it mean by Jax learns new secrets? What's it mean by that? That's an interesting... Oh, he learns about Terra trying to break up with him. But we get the whole Clay scene, and that's why I'm gonna say that this is such a good episode. And Jax talks to the little girl. Yeah, I think this episode is very good. Terra wants to turn herself in this episode, I believe. And so this episode, in terms of... I'm honestly going to put it in Legend tier. I'm not huge on putting episodes in Legend tier, but that's one I might have to put in there. Definitely not Black Crow tier, because there's not anything too insane happening, but... Jax looks to push the club forward, but the Irish put another obstacle in the way. They want Clay to be broken out. So this is the episode right before they break Clay out. I just watched this one last night. I think this episode's pretty good. And yes, I've seen the whole series, but I rewatched it recently, so that's why I can rank most of these pretty well. This episode is one where he tries to get out of things with the Irish. It gets a little bloody, and I'm gonna put it next to the episode Call of Duty, which... Alright, 11. This is insanely good. You know what? This is probably... If this is not a Legend tier episode, this is a Black Crow tier episode. On Rud Persanta. That might actually mean something to do with Ron Perlman, who knows, but... it's just... That's a good one. Definitely needs to be studied more because it's definitely one of the Black Crow tier episodes. And season 6 is infamous for having like 5 of these already, and we're not even on the final episode yet. And I don't know about 612. What is 612? Right, the world is turned upside down. I have a feeling when it says that.
Join us for an unforgettable evening.
Jax needs to turn himself in. Is this the one where Jax says he's gonna turn himself in? Hold on. I need to go back and search up 612. Ah, this is the one where Happy comes back. He kills the guy. Ep12, I think the DA either meets with... The DA does meet with Jax in this one. Interesting. Let me just... So he's gonna... I believe this is where the DA asked for some stuff on them. This is where the Mayans kind of talk to Sam Crow here.
Don't ever talk to me on this show ever again.
DA talks to Gemma, tells her to give up Jax, and...
Nah, bro, I don't play on this show.
Well, this shindig sure got interesting all of a sudden. And when I say interesting, I mean painted with all
Is this where Gemma finds out about the deal that Tara made? I think this is that episode. Now, I don't know if it's necessarily this one or the next one, but I think that's where she finds out about the deal Tara made. I'm gonna put this right next to Balm, because I don't think it's better than the June wedding episode where I believe Stahl shoots her partner, but this is definitely a good one. So now all we really got is season 7 and the end of season 6.
Ghouls have made an
The end of
attack
season
down
6,
there.
honestly.
As the Lord is my witness, I will not allow them to do the same to us.
The spirits have spoken. Our
Season
feelings, we
6, episode
finally
13,
have our
A
answer.
Mother's Work. This episode is an interesting one.
There is life after death. And it smells like rotten eggs.
My hands are shaking. Heart, it bursts from my chest. For the first time in years, I feel like
Is this what they mean by a left-handed compliment? I'm wary of what may lay ahead this night. Perhaps the poet Longfellow was right.
Now for 613, okay, so we gotta talk about 613 real quick. This is the episode where Tara dies.
Those whom the gods
Very
would destroy, they
Probably
first
one
make
of the
mad.
most emotionally tolling episodes in the
Bonus
series.
points.
Very, very emotional.
I really should have rationed my
This
cartridges.
is basically the Mark Grant right here, by the way. Okay. Anyway, very emotional episode. Definitely one of the most emotional episodes.
I may not be mechanically inclined, but rest assured I will construct one immaculate shield.
There's 5 more bullets before my guns go silent.
So many memories in here. Dressing Master Alistair, listening to his deepest thoughts, emptying his chamber pot. I must confess, this is my least favorite room. How curious. There wasn't a stone in that vase before. Sadly, I fear supper will not be served this evening, nor ever again.
Well, if it isn't Satan's footlocker, better be more than pitchforks and underwear inside. Not so much.
Oh. There's a blue crystal. Now, 613. This little blonde, she begged Jax for forgiveness in this one.
Stop. Stop it right now.
I don't know, this one has... The minds talk a little bit more with the sons here. In this one, Jax basically says that this chair has turned him into a savage. Jax mourns Opie in this episode. He says, everything I do is for my sons. This is the one where he attempts to turn himself in for Terra's criminal sentence and to shorten his time in jail. And the DA actually is happy with that in Season 7, that he did that. Anyway, let's go back to the episode rankings. I kind of want to put this in there because, like, Jack says to handle unhappy customers as a weapon deal goes through Mike's organization. Meanwhile, Tara finds a way to avoid jail without giving up the MC.
Oh, we still have that button? Oh.
Okay, so a Mother's Work automatically is a Black Crow tier. It's a season finale, and it's one of the best ones.
I did not realize that. Daily Gem.
You might notice I've been putting every season finale here, just because all of them are so damn good. I don't know if there's a single one I could just not put here. Now we're just on Season 7 is all we got here. Season 7 is extremely good in my opinion. Honestly, one of the best seasons of the entire show. Like,
I always loved this room. Feels like a proper museum in here. Of course,
How's that for a flash in the brain pan?
Gideon scalped one. Sorry, that was rather insensitive. I told Master Alistair this gun case is an eyesore, but he valued this weapon more than the entire estate.
Double points.
Keep 'em coming, Wall.
Alistair, is it you I should thank for this gift?
Feels like my chakrams are good to go.
I don't know where the other ones are.
You
I do know that.
motherless brat.
Hey, mutton chops, should I start calling you headmaster?
Now see, owning your own pool table, that's class.
Max ammo.
Restitute or red velvet drapes in a cat house.
Need to do is shorten it down.
The things the rich cast aside.
One of the worst spots in the game.
Double points.
So this is a perk machine up here, but no, there's not a thing up here, which is interesting. Where are the locations for the Alistair's Foley symbols in Black Ops 4? So, we get the red lettering. It's in the dining room, right? So the gardens, everyone in the gardens, one in the forest, terrace, and then one in the whole cemetery mausoleum. So, should head to the forest next. Right?
really your name?
It's Christina Power. Not exactly a name to conjure with. It's like Paolo Dini would put it. Of course, his
One
name
thing
ain't
about
Ray
this
Dini.
is I don't even have like a, you know, Theo lets Jax go in this episode, which is very funny. So in 701, Theo lets Jax go. Do we get some of Juice in this episode? I'm not quite sure. I think we might get some of Juice in here. Nero and the gang kind of meet up with Jax when he comes back. This is a very interesting episode, honestly. The gang meets up. I didn't love this episode. I mean, maybe it's better than Small Tears, I'll give it that, but as an opener, it just didn't have enough. 702 is when they meet the new cop. We got Jackson, or Clay and Tig working together, Jackson, Bobby, meeting up with August Marks. The new cop starts to blame the Sons of Anarchy for what they've done. Let's see, what do we got here? So I'm scrolling over to the episode to see if I missed anything real quick. Season 7 highlight is the final one, of course, 9.6. But Jax calls in Nevada Charter for help in dealing a huge blow to Henry Lynn and his crew. Hunter digs into Tara's murder. Okay, so this episode's actually alright. I'll put it above this one. I mean, it's a pretty amazing episode. 703 is playing with monsters. Jax brings forth alliances to further destroy Henry Lynn and plot against August Mark's demise. Zeus tries to reach out to Chibs, but learns his actions are beyond redemption. This one, in terms of symbolism, I'm gonna put it under the decent, like the top of the decent. I mean, it really is there. I feel like this one could have been better, but yeah, this one, 704, is called Poor Little Lambs. It's about, oh, this is about the mother and the daughter that Marx wants the sons to go after. This is that one. This also, Venus is back in this episode, I believe. And Gemma and the teacher have an argument in this episode. This is a very interesting episode. I'm gonna put this above Balm. I don't think it was terrific, but strange eruption. Jax likes to draw out the snitch that sold him to Lynn, leading to a confrontation at the port. Sees town with Gemma and discovers her true intentions. This is at 8.6. I think this needs to be fairly high up. I want to be clear, the ones that I'm putting very high up are pretty good. So I think this one deserves like the very top next to with an X. I think this one deserves to be very top of amazing tier, almost legend. Smoke him if you got him. Jax takes advantage of shifting alliances, protect the MC and settle a score. This one is where he settles the score with the Mayans. Very, not a bloody episode necessarily. This one is more of a episode where he discovers Juice trying to
Strange, the
DMC
scepter feels almost
and
impatient. How
takes
ominous.
it into his own hands and tries to stop Juice. So, what do I think of this episode in terms of, like, how good is it? I think this episode is definitely one of the better ones.
Bonus
He also
points.
said something like, he says making moves, or what does he say?
As empty as a politician's promises.
Where's this shooting
I didn't
iron
know
come
they
from?
could be the same.
And where's the
sentence.
money go?
Okay, so yellow is also the D. Yellow is also D. Funny enough. Okay, go into the study and put it in. Red D, yellow D. Greensleeve. Okay, smoke him if you got him. This one's 8.0. Very, very good episode. I think I'll put it right next to Call of Duty. That actually, you know what? This is a Black Crow tier episode for sure. I feel like Season 7 doesn't have any of those yet, and this one definitely fits it. Greensleeve, Sam Crow makes unlikely partnership in order to undermine a powerful club enemy. I need to search up 707, because what is the unlikely partnership? Oh, so they team up with Tyler, that's right. Okay, so 707's also the one where they force Juice to go to the cops. Jax makes Juice go to the cops. This is the one where they take out Greensleeves. Get the phone, make up some alliances, of course. And fix things with August Marks. Is that the Opie patch? I can barely see it. In memory of Opie. Anyway. So this one, Greensleeves, this is like a mid-tier episode. I'm not really feeling it. People say this is like an amazing episode, but me personally, I think it belongs like right in the middle of amazing. It's personally not my favorite. A lot of Season 7 isn't though. Traders suspected as Sam Crow searches for a missing member. So 708, if I'm right, is the one where they take Bobby captive. Is it? Or is this the one with Jury? This is the one with Jax shoots Jury. Jax shoots Jury in this episode. Also in this episode, Jax starts crying and Bobby dies. This episode is very... I gotta put this in Black Crow tier. This is such a good episode. Are you kidding me? The Separation of Crows. No way that this isn't a Black Crow tier episode. Now, there's only been 2 of them this season yet, which isn't surprising, I mean. What episode does Bobby Munson say a Reaper will cut your heart out? Okay, so this episode is also a Black Crow tier episode. I'll tell you why. There's a quote where Bobby Munson actually says a Reaper will cut your heart out. And it is by
Did I get
far one of the
shortchanged
most
on ammo?
impactful scenes
Or am I just
in the
shooting that
entire
much?
show, honestly, in my opinion. And so that's huge. I absolutely love that scene. Bobby is
Carpenter.
absolutely amazing. Bye-bye! And oh my goodness.
Let that be a lesson to you, scoundrels!
So, moving on to the next one. I think it's... Is it 10? This is the one where Jax takes care of business, taking out the guy who killed Bobby. FMC deals with heartache internally and conflict within the organization. He shoots the guy who took out Bobby in this episode. Very good episode. Last 3 episodes are all like Black Crow tier though, honestly. So he gets revenge for Bobby in this one. I'd probably put this one above Jax's like presidency first episode in terms of amazing. And so this episode is huge. I definitely would rank it somewhere in the A+ amazing. A lot of it is A+ amazing tier, right? And so this is one of those. Moving on to episode 11, I'm going to be looking at 7-11 here, and we're going to be, get it 7-11. Anyway, we're going to be kind of just looking, and we see that Jax, Alvarez, they're all kind of making deals here, is what it looks like. Oh, this is why this is rated so high. Wendy tells Jax everything, tells Jax to go talk to Juice, and talk to Unser. This one where Juice takes out Henry Lynn. Oh yeah, this episode is heavily scary. Are you kidding me?
I'd call you a show-off, but I'm not so impressed.
Yeah, who wouldn't think this episode is legendary? Are you fucking kidding? Okay, yeah, nah, this episode's great.
Insta-kill.
May the fates be kind.
Nice bit of armour.
Next, we'd be buying grenades from the bloody Cologne.
Hey, Mr. Butler. It's Godfrey, right?
Oh, you remembered my name. What an honor to be on a first-name basis with the Prince of Pistoliers.
I have lost a step. You, on the other hand...
I begged Master Alistair to install a proper exit, but even out here we're still trapped.
Romeo, you brought enough bullets, Tex.
Call me Gideon, ma'am. And something tells me there ain't gonna be enough bullets in the world for this night. Dang! Right on the money.
Lucky shot there, Jones.
This fall is an explosive weapon, but you do not take damage. Trying to be straight up with all you guys. These last three will be... These last ones are gonna all be Black Crow tier. They're just so damn good. But just so I can tell you guys kind of what goes on in these episodes. Now, since I know I didn't fully organize these episodes, I'm going to organize them real quick for you guys here. So you can get a whole idea here of what's what. You really playing that? That's 92 episodes ranked, and oh man, that took more than 6 hours in total. So I guess we're on the shorter one today. We ranked 2 seasons within less than 60 minutes, which is a really solid thing to do, honestly. So, in terms of finales, what? First of all, I'm ranking Papa's Goods as the best finale. That's just because it really was that good of a finale. Let's kind of just put all the finale episodes at the top here and kind of see. And I always consider Season 4 a 2-part finale. I never consider it to be a just separate, like, one-piece finale, if you know what I'm saying. Like, there's no one side to it, I feel like. Season 6, Season 5. Okay, so what was the best finale? In a lot of people's opinion, it probably was Season 3, which is why Season 3 is going to be very high up on this list. Do I have a personal favorite? It has to be the Season 4 finale. Personally, that is my favorite. Now, Season 3 comes very close. In terms of finales, I feel like Season 3 is up there. It takes 4th because you gotta remember I have a 2-part finale up there. Those are 2 separate episodes. And now moving on. I really think Season 6 just didn't have the finale right. I mean, I didn't like Season 2's that much, but I feel like every season for the most part was above Season 6's finale. But just for the shock value, I will put it over Season 1, because there was a lot of shock value in Season 6's finale. So the ranking is the Okay, so the ranking for Black Crow tier finales obviously is Papa's Goods, Season 7, Episode 13 first. To Be Act 2, Season 4, Episode 14 second. To Be Act 1, Season 4, Episode 13. Third, Season 3, Episode 13, NS. Fourth, Season 5, Episode 13, Jai Obtinu Sitia. At number 5. And number 6 is A Mother's Work. And then number 7 for finales is actually the Season 1 finale. Wait a minute. I'm missing something. Number 8 is not Troubloidy, or however you say it. The Season 2 finale. I was not a fan of that. I'll be right back. I do have a couple more rankings to get done when I do get back, guys. So, just a minute on that. But yeah, just give me a second here. So, now we are back. We're going to rank the rest of these Black Crow tier episodes and kind of go down. I think the A+ Amazing tier, for the most part, is completely ranked correctly in order, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Throughout this whole series, I think we only had 2 bad episodes. And those episodes were Los Fantasmos, which I put in the trash tier. Now, I might have to go back and watch it. If I go back and watch it and I see something cool, maybe I'll put it higher than that. But right now, it's in the trash tier. 116 is also in the weak tier. And then, of course, for OK, we have Stolen Huffy, Authority Vested, and Funtown. Funtown being the best of that. And for A+ Amazing, we probably have 50 episodes in A+ Amazing, honestly. We got maybe 20 episodes or 21 in like the whole ordeal here of Black Crow episodes. Let's see. So we got the 8 finales, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we got 16 Black Crow tier episodes. And those are go as listed, all of the finales, including Act 2 and Act 1. The Sleep of Babies, Pilot, Colon, Irony, Bane, Laying Pipe, Crucifixed, The Mad King, Salvage, Aon Rud Persanta, Smoke 'em if you got 'em, Seperation of Crows, A Piece of Work is Man, Suits of Woe, and Red Rose. Now, for this, this is a difficult one. Okay, so I gotta put the Mad King. Definitely gotta put Mad King higher. I feel like it. I feel like Mad King goes next to the Colon. Nah, you know what? Mad King is such a good episode, honestly. It might as well be right behind the season 2 finale. Like, it is so good. It could have been a finale in itself, and it is a mid-season finale, basically. So, Laying Pipe is another really good one. I want to put that in front of stuff like the Colon. So, I want to put Pilot over here. Red Rose, I want to put that here. I think that's where that fits. Red Rose fits there. Next to Laying Pipe, Sleep of Babies, Mad King, which are all very good episodes. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. This is a good one. I think it definitely goes in front of the Pilot, if you ask me. I mean, actually, I believe it goes in front of Crucifixed. It's not better than Bane, but it definitely is in front of Crucifixed. Salvage, this is definitely in front of Crucifixed as well. Very good episode. Season 6, Episode 11. I believe this one's in front of Bane, honestly, because it's just such a... Actually, it's so iconic, I would honestly put it in front of Laying Pipe. Actually, I would put it in front of Sleep with Babies. This episode is so iconic. Clay's death and the breaking him out of prison. Such a good moment. You know, Gemma crying in that scene. Oh my god. stirs up all the emotions. Seperation of Crows. This one, you know what, I believe Seperation of Crows is definitely, like, right above Smoke 'em If You Got 'em. This is definitely, like, or actually, nah, this is definitely above the Culling. Like, this episode, Seperation of Crows, right next to Red Rose, is probably one of the best episodes of Season 7. I mean, for Season 7, we really only had 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we only had 5 good, like, Black Crow tier episodes for that season, which is actually really good. So this is chaotic, but the list is reading off very well here. A piece of work is man. My idea is this goes right behind Salvage. It's a really good episode. It's so hard to rank this episode because I want to say, oh, best quote ever, you know. It's so good, and it's so hard to rank it. I do want to move it up, and I feel like I want to move the Culling kind of behind with Bane. Suits of Woe, also a very good one. This is where Juice confesses. I gotta put this one at right here. Juice confesses in that episode. There's just so much in there. And the Black Crow tier is looking like Papa's Goods to be Act 1, or Act 2, and then Act 1. NS, Jayob Tinu Sita, A Mother's Work, John the Revelator, Nad Troublody, The Mad King, Aon Rud Persanta, The Sleep of Babies, Laying Pipe, Seperation of Crows, Red Rose, Smoke 'em If You Got 'em, Salvage, Suits of Woe, What a Piece of Work is Man, The Culling, Bane, Crucifixed, Pilot, and Fireny. Now, I'm trying to... What season had the most... I don't really know if there's a season that had the most, I mean, Season 7 might be the one with the most episodes here. I think it has 5. I don't think any other season has 5 episodes in this tier. And that just happens to be because it was so rare to find these top tier episodes that are like 9 stars and above. And that had good stuff in them, like... Okay, Legend tier. Let's get this set up here. Widening Geyer and Lokan Moore. These two, in my opinion, are the lowest of the Legend tier. And the reason I say that is, like, they are so low on Legend tier. Brick and Service. Now, I believe Brick actually ranks probably as the single best Legend episode and potentially a Black Crow episode, because Clay and Piney are having serious tensions in this episode, and this episode's really good. It ranks right in front of Patchover, which is an extremely good episode as well. Ablation, I believe Family Recipe ranks over Ablation just because of, like, how good it is. Hands is very memorable. I'm gonna have to put that over Ablation as well. Hands is a very memorable episode. Dorothy, that's a good one. WolfsAngel, now this is a alright one. But it's another one of those Jack's trying to get vengeance episodes. John 832, this is the one where DA and Jax make a deal. I put it up there. It is definitely a Legend episode. Don't really know how I feel about it. I know Service is definitely better than the Belfast episodes, though, that are on here. But they had a lot of action. Season 2, Episode 8, Potlatch, that's a good one. Stranger with X, Bear, Better Half, Hell Followed, Toad's Wild Ride Home, Old Bones, Rika, Fix, Out, Turning and Turning, Go Ahead, and AK-51. Okay. And in the decent tier, we have... Is it Playing with Monsters? Ablation, Sweet and Vaded, Seeds, and Oiled. I believe Seeds is the worst of the decent tier of episodes. In my opinion, Oiled is a little bit better. Sweet and Vaded is a really good episode, just not amazing. Ablation, this is a good one. Ableification and ablation. That was a very interesting how they did that. Playing with Monsters. This one is almost an amazing tier. It's just, it's not there yet. Yeah, but definitely, if there was one season that aced it, it was season 7. Season 7 had 5 episodes in here, and no other season had that. Season 3 was very mid. I think I will do a separate just season ranking at some point, but in terms of episodes, that's kind of where I rank these episodes. I mean, I really think the finale is just there in terms of how good it is. So yeah, I guess that's it for this little ranking, and honestly, it was very fun. I enjoyed it. It's a fun little ranking to do. It gave me something to kind of do in my off time. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later, man. That's all I got for now, man.
I'm feeling eager. Maybe even a little too over-eager.